Hello, everybody. This is Eoin Colfer here, author of Artemis Fowl, and I would like to say hello to Matt and everybody at Artemis Fowl Confidential, and thank you all for sticking with the character for so long and hanging in there for the movie, just as I am. So today I want to make this video. I'm not sure if it's how many I've made for you guys. Probably not enough. And try to answer some of your questions that I've been sent. And the first one is from Zara, who wants to know, is Iron Man the Gauntlet going to be a series? And if not, what's next? Well, I'm not sure about a series. I may do another one. I would think that would probably be it, but at the moment, I'm planning to do some original work next. I have a very nice graphic novel coming out with Andrew Donkin and Giovanni Rigano next year, which is called Illegal, which raises the whole question of can people be illegal, and it deals with the migrants from Africa up to Europe. So it's a more serious subject for us, but I think you're going to like it. Giovanni has really gone above and beyond this time with the artwork, and Andrew and I just tried to keep up with him with the book. So it's just a really beautiful book, and it's quite funny and very entertaining, but ultimately tries to deal with that problem. Next question is from Libni. What do you consider yourself to be other than a writer? I still consider myself to be a teacher. I think because I taught for so long, I try not to let that bleed over into the writing, because I don't want to be delivering lectures to people. You know, this is how you should live. These are your morals. But occasionally, I have to stop myself getting a little preachy in books, because I think the best way for young people to learn is just through experience, and reading will just help them broaden that experience. So, yeah, Libni, I would definitely consider myself a teacher. I mean, I'm also a husband and a dad and a person as well, but if I had to pick two occupations, it would be writer and teachers. From Megan says, you mentioned a while ago, several years ago, that you might be going back to the Artemis Fowl universe. Anything in the plans? Have you decided to move on? I might, and that kind of ties in with the next question, which is from Judy. What are Artemis and Co doing now? I haven't really. I'm not saying no, but I wouldn't write another Artemis Fowl book. I might go back to Mulch Diggums. I think is a good character, and I think Holly's a good character. I think the Fowl twins are good. So yeah, you could go back there, but I haven't got anything planned out yet. But I'm not ruling it out. Because I love those characters so much. So we'll see. I know that's not a great answer, Megan or Judy, but it's all I've got for the time being. From Krishna, do you have a writing nook? If so, what is it like? Well, this is you're kind of in it at the moment. This is my writing nook. It's a nice little office. It's a big screen, but look, when you see it's a little bit, there's a lovely picture. There's my notice board. There's my sheep. Now, that is to symbolize the battering rams, which is something I got a present from Little Island Publishers when I wrote a story for them about battering rams. But that's a phrase I've used over the years many times, the battering rams. So you'll find that in Warp, and you'll also find it in Airman, and you'll find it now again in this story in the book Once Upon a Place, which was my laureate book, which I did last year. Next one, it says, from me, so I presume that's Matt. I'm not sure. It says, from me, ! J. So that's kind of cryptic. About a year ago, you teased a collaboration between Andrew, Donkin, Giovanni, and yourself. When will it be hitting the shelves, and can you tell us any more? Well, I've talked about that already. It's hitting the shelves not until next September, but we've just started the lettering now. Guy called Chris Dickey, who's very good, and Gio is motoring ahead with the art. It's written, it's beautiful. I think if you went online, you might be able to find two images. I think I'm very, very proud of it because it deals with an issue that I feel needs to be dealt with. Now, it has been an issue for a long time, but it's only really come to the public attention in the last year. We've been working on this now for over 2 years. Um, so we're glad that the media is catching up, because it's a really heartbreaking story. So for that reason alone, I would hope people will read Illegal, because it's a way maybe to get to the human side of the story. Sometimes when you see all these images it's on the news of these boats overloaded with people, it's just too much misery, and you can't take it in. Your brain just refuses to deal with it. So this is a way of just following two brothers who are traveling up from sub-Saharan Africa, and they're trying to get to London where their sister is. So it's just about that family, and in that way, you can kind of deal with it and get to the heart of this problem. From Yaritza, do you ever get writer's block? And if so, how do you prevent it from happening? I get it all the time, and it's for me, it's an issue of confidence in my own ideas. That I think I have ideas, but I just don't think they're any good, and so I go out and I have a cup of tea, I walk around, I read a book. I find reading a book is good. If you can find a book that's really good, it really does inspire you to write again. It makes you want to be as good as that person. So I find once my ideas get a little bit clogged, I might have a look at maybe Lockwood and Co., Jonathan Stroud's series, or I might read a few pages of another book that I really want, that like something like I'm gone back to The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick, and that's inspired me to get back into sci-fi. So yeah, I think looking at reading books by writers that you really enjoy and admire is a good way to get your confidence back, or because you forget about your own confidence and you just think, I need to be better. I need to be better now, and you go back writing with new energy. Jude wants to know, how would you feel about an Artemis Fowl TV series or a video game? Years ago, I always kind of jumped into these things and said, I'm very happy with anything, but now I would like it to be good, because I've seen too many friends and too many shows that have gone wrong. I think something like HBO or BBC could do really good Artemis Fowl TV show. I think Warp would be a better one for a TV show, because it's more episodic. They can go to a different time zone every year. Video games, there's already been video games of Artemis. I heard they're good. I don't play them. This one, it was more like a book, an animated book, so you read it and then you clicked on. Yeah, I don't know much about video games. I know my kids like them. But they play mostly FIFA and Call of Duty, which they assure me is about collecting flowers and is not violent whatsoever. So I'm sure that's fine. I think my parental duties are done. Number 9, Isabel. How was working with Oliver Jeffers on Imaginary Fred, and how did it differ to your past projects? It was great working with Oliver. I think we worked together because we got on. That came first. We became friends first, and then we decided to work together. And that's how I like to do things. If you're going to lay out your ideas to someone and let them, or allow them to kind of pick through them and change them, you have to like the person enough to get through that process. So Oliver and I had a great time, and then we went on tour together, which was great because we literally had to do half an event each. So we worked up this kind of comedy routine where we pretended we didn't like each other. And, I pretended I hated art, and he pretended he hated words, and the kids always sided with Oliver every single time. I would say, hands up, who thinks pictures are stupid? And no hands would go up. And then he would say, who thinks words are stupid? And all the hands. And I was victimized. Terrible. But it was exactly what we wanted to happen. So you can see Fred there behind me. And there he is looking over my shoulder. There's Fred. So we had a great time with Fred. And I think we would definitely do another book. It's just up to me to have an idea, which I haven't had. I haven't had the right idea yet for Oliver, for his special kind of genius. So I'm working on that, but soon. And Matt wants to know. I think I get this question every time. Is the Artemis Fowl movie going ahead? Well, I'm just back. I've just been on tour with Iron Man, the Gauntlet, trademark, and while I was there, I did all the studios in LA because they want to see if you have any good ideas. And one of the studios I did was Disney, and they assured me that it is going ahead and that Kenneth Branagh is directing it. That Conor McPherson has written the screenplay. He's making a Poirot movie at the moment, and the hope is that when he's finished that in the spring, then he will go into Artemis Fowl. So that's the current. That's all I know. No casting has been done yet, or no design. It's just a script and a director, and I think, and it's being greenlit, so it's ready to go. I think that's it. That last one was not from Matt. It was from Sean. Sorry, Sean. Hope that's not my son, Sean. You can just ask me directly. No, it's different spelling. So yeah, that's it. Artemis Fowl Confidential. Thanks for the support. It's been 16 years now since the first Artemis Fowl came out, or it will be very soon. So some of you guys are like married and stuff and have kids. So I hope you're getting some sleep and get some time to read. Until next time, stay foul.